What's up, people? Marjack79 here. We are here out on my back deck, chilling, hanging out. I just got off work, trying to enjoy the summer breeze, and I cut on my laptop, hop on YouTube, and a trending story has came out that on July the 6th, a fight has broken out at Disneyland in California in Toontown between a family. Okay, it's weird. So I click on the video, watch the full video of the fight, gather my thoughts, then I hop on YouTube and try to see what's going on with it. It's definitely trending. So that's so unfortunate. The Disneyland is a place, in my opinion, that has always promoted happiness for the 60 plus years that it has been in operation. As you all know, like, I take my family to Walt Disney World every single year. It is most definitely me and my wife's and my little girl's favorite place on earth. I've always been very passionate about it, and whenever something like this happens, like, I always try to feel compelled to put out a word of positivity and decency to put us back on the right path, because you see all these videos, all these reaction videos, and then these people like laughing at the family and critiquing it and critiquing the fight and just not judging the right aspects of the situation. And in this video, I'm not showing you any of the video, because that's the last thing I'm going to do with this channel, is promote violence at a family themed park. So I want to talk about what can we do to prevent these type of things from happening. So first of all, the dude with the dreads and the red shirt, I don't know what his issue was with his family, with the woman in the white t-shirt, the heavier set woman that actually they started the fight in the first place. I don't know what was said. It sounded to me like he screamed out, you're not going to disrespect my kids, or something of that nature. So I don't know if the lady in the white tee said something to one of his children, I guess, per se, that set him off. But whatever was said, I feel like it should have been handled in a more civil way. Maybe go into a more secluded area of the park and talk it out, or at least wait and let the children enjoy the rest of the day in the park before you explode like that, and not cause a chain reaction of an explosion that starts a fight and gets the entirety of every surrounding guest involved within the fight. I think that's the obvious, most decent adult way that situation could have been handled, instead of the woman in the white tee spitting in the man's face. In my past careers, I've been in fights and whatnot, and I always say the most disrespectful thing that you can do to another human being is not punch them in the face, is that you can spit on them. I would take, I know it may sound weird, but I would take getting punched in the face over having somebody's nasty spit on me any day of the week. Now, that alone does not justify the man immediately retaliating by punching the woman in the face. That's the last thing that you want to do. I'm always a firm believer also that unless a woman is specifically threatening your life, that is the only justification for a man to put his hands on a woman. There's nothing, there are no words or actions that a woman could do to a man that would justify getting hands put on her, other than if she had a weapon or something. But obviously, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've seen the fight video. There was nothing that woman had to threaten the man in the red shirt. So just his reaction throws all of his reasoning and justifications right out the window right there. So after they tussle, and then the kids start screaming, and then the other man that was with them, he tries to jump in, and then here's the jacked up part. He doesn't actually, the dude in the red shirt doesn't actually start to attack the other guy. He actually squares up with him. So that alone tells me that the man in the red shirt is automatically a coward. Because why wouldn't you just attack the dude just like you attack the woman? And then to add on the icing on top of that cake is like he didn't even really throw a punch to the guy, but when the other woman in the brown ran up and just said something, he immediately attacked her too. Threw a punch on her. That fact alone, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this man is these kids' fathers or if he's, an uncle or something, but there's no reasoning, justification for any of the violence that happened at all. But, so to try to move on from that, I think the second problem that I have is with the Disney security. So, I mean, the video itself was about 5 to 10 minutes long, right? So, I've worked retail security for half of my adult life, right? Whenever I was in a situation of a family fighting in the store or just a fight breaking out in the store in general, I mean, the time that you have to get over there should be no more than a minute. There should be, I mean, I don't know how Disney's security team works, but I was under the assumption that there were cameras all over Walt Disney World and all over Disneyland. So you mean the fight really lasted for about 10 minutes before finally somebody within Disney security got over there. So I'm like, why did it take that long for Disney security to get over there to stop the fight? And then here's the thing that really grinded my gears too. Like once they actually got over there, it's like it wasn't like a trained protocol. Like they didn't realize, they didn't know what to do. I mean, they got there and they tried to separate it, but then the family continued to fight. Like, no, you're security of a private property. You have the authority to go hands-on and subdue the main aggressor of the situation. Which, I mean, if you have any kind of security experience, you could tell right off the bat that the dude in the red shirt was the main aggressor of the situation. I mean, he was yelling, threatening, and throwing punches throughout the entire duration of the fight. So, between all of his family members. So that alone spells that he should have been subdued by somebody within the security department right when they arrived. It was at least 4 uniformed Disney security guards that I saw within the video that really did not go hands-on at all. So I'm definitely questioning Disney's security training regimen, because I mean, I've like the retail security stores that I've worked with security, when you see a situation like that, you go hands-on right away to protect the innocent. You don't get trained to be the aggressor, you don't start throwing punches or body slamming somebody or any of that, but you do grab the person. And there's a number of specific security holes that you can utilize, especially if you have a partner with you, to safely bring a person down to the ground. And if you have handcuffs, you put them in handcuffs. I mean, it's been numerous situations. Anybody that knows me personally knows that they can vouch for this. Like, there's been hundreds of situations that I've been in where I've safely, subdued a person to the ground in handcuffs, and nobody was hurt. I mean, it comes to a point where either you can do the job or you can't do the job. And every Disney employee that was involved in that situation clearly was not prepared to handle that at all. So I think that's the main number 2 fact that this shouldn't have ever happened in the first place. And I thought, I was under the impression that Disney was filled with tons of ununiformed security officers as well. Wasn't nobody close? Nobody was close at all. So it's like, what's the point of them being there? I mean, are they just watching for shoplifters? Are they just watching for, like, what specifically are they looking for? I mean, what are they looking for? Somebody to pull out a weapon or something? Because, that situation right there, that was the time that the undercover security officers are need to come out and address the situation as well. That's a perfect opportunity right there to break your cover, to stop a fist fight in Toontown. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Disney makes $1 billion worth of revenue in these theme parks, and so I feel like security needs to be at the top of the spectrum. Because I bring my kid out there just like you guys bring your kids out there. Safety is number one. It's great to put out these $1 billion expansions like the Star Wars and the Marvel and Avatar and all that stuff is cool, man. But if the park is not safe, then is it really worth that much money for us to be bringing our families in there? So that really needs to be addressed, and I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be, man. There's not a doubt in my mind that we're gonna wake up tomorrow and that Disney side of that park, like all over the park, there's gonna be a really heightened line of security, or at least it should be all over the park. Now I want to move back to the family again. So not even just the man, I'm talking about the rest of the other members of the family. So it really bothers me that nobody held their children's best interest at hand. I think the proper thing to do would have been to de-escalate the fight. There's no need to be the bigger, badder person, in situations like that, in very crowded, family-filled environments. It needs to be at least one adult that is, keyword, adult enough to swallow your pride and at least put the kids' best interests first, and be like, hey, this is Disneyland. We're not here for ourselves, we're here for the children, so can we stop this bickering and fighting, and let's put our children first, so we can keep them safe. I mean, we're fist fighting back and forth, knocking each other down. I mean, one of those, and they have little bitty kids too. I'm talking about like toddlers. I don't claim to be the best parent in the world, but I can tell you what, like if me and my wife have a disagreement about something, we're not going to fist fight and scream and tussle in front of our 2-year-old. That just doesn't happen. And I think that just the overall lack of responsibility by the adults or the parents in that situation was just unbelievable. And I think definitely some parenting classes should be in order once this video goes viral. I would be shocked if the video has not already gone viral and charges hasn't been filed. So it's gonna have to be addressed. It's definitely gonna have to be addressed. So it's no doubt in my mind that that's going to happen. And then the other main point I wanted to bring out is how much money did y'all pay to get into Disneyland? Those tickets, those one-day tickets range from like $100 to like $120 a day. So, I would guess that they were probably on a single-day pass. I would really doubt that they were on vacation there. I don't know. Just feel like you really need to factor all that in before you let just a little disagreement ruin your vacation or day enough to act like that. Whenever I've brought my family to Disney World, some of the aspects are not very fun, like the waiting in the lines and just it's hot, and but then I remember, well, hell, I paid thousands of dollars for my family to be here, between the travel and the food and the tickets, and just wanting to give my family a really good positive outlook on life with vacationing at the happiest place on earth. So unfortunately that was lost with this family, and I just hope that they can take this as a learning experience to just become better people in general. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to bash this family, even though it sounds like I'm critiquing and being hard on them, but unfortunately, when you do stuff like this in public, you open yourself up to everybody's judgment and criticisms and suggestions on how to be better people in society. And I will leave it at that, man. Hopefully everybody took something positive away from this. Like I said, I'm not trying to destroy the family or bash the family or anything like that. Hopefully, we can all, us as Disney fans, or if you're not even a Disney fan, if you're just, a fan of just positive life in general, hopefully you can take something good from this. And with that, if you like the video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do. You can follow me at youtube.com/smartjack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. As always, my friends, I appreciate all of you for supporting this channel, supporting this little bitty dream of mine. And I will see you all on the next video. I'll catch you guys later.